Lovely jubbly, just tricked you there. God, look at the 7. That's got to be reviewed, especially on the first draft pro. And it's quite a lot heavier. Especially when Good evening, people. This is like take 2. We did take 1, and I was talking about the beer, and our friends had a bit of an issue.
Yeah, our dogs decided to have an argument. We had to go split that up.
So we're doing Schneider, Weisse, Tap 7. I think it's Sainsbury's or Waitrose, or maybe even both. Coming in at 5.4% ABV, and it's about £2 a bottle in your supermarket. There's tap 1, tap 2, tap 3, tap 4, tap 5, tap 6, tap 7. This is a darker one. We're only talking about this in the beer group the other day, and I feel that tap 1 was a bit more lighter, wasn't it? Probably more drinkable. This is quite a darker Weizen, but it's not lacking in flavour. As I say, we've had this many times, and as I was saying when we started the review earlier, this was one that we didn't quite ever manage to get around and review, did we?
Life of dogs. This dog is driving me mad. Bear, sit down. Settle. Good boy.
Right, you want to show them the bottle? It's not quite full.
So there we go. There's the bottle. And yeah. Oh, this is a darker amber coloured drink.
Yeah, it's more like a Frankie Royal, but not as thick.
Yeah, it's a creamy head. I know he's trying to grab the beer. So there we go.
He's out of his mind.
Some days your dog's really well behaved, and other days they just do your head in. Today's been one of those days.
As I say, we've had this many times, haven't we? And for some reason, as I said earlier, we checked the YouTube, and we just haven't. You know, you can be in the picture if you like.
Oh, okay.
You can block the background.
Make sure my hair looks okay.
Well, don't worry about your hair. Did you stand over me?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about looking in the background. Hold on, there we go. Let's get that there. Sorry people, you know how important the thumbnail is? That's more like it. I'm going to get you in it. That'll do. Let's give up that one. We'll be switching off the review going.
Once it goes wrong, it all goes wrong.
Yeah, I'll begin to wonder that sometimes. Right, so.
Let's have a good smell.
Diving on the 3-finger head.
Yeah, it's nice and fluffy there, isn't it?
And there's some real good carbonation coming up. But this is more of a Frankie Royal colour, isn't it? Is it in comparison next to the king? That was the dog that burped, if you picked that up, it's not me.
You couldn't make it up, the dog burped on our YouTube review.
So you've got banana. Oh, you've got to let him out his head case.
2 seconds.
Really takes my phone off. So you've got your banana, your clove. It's kind of fruity. There's a bit of yeast going on in that.
Oh, that's got some lovely fruit smells in it. Yeah, a little bit of yeast, some bready smells. Almost biscuity. Yeah,
as I say, this is one of your top 6 in Munich, as we all know, and there's a reason for that, isn't there? Really, it's really darker than I thought. I haven't got the thing on it. I was going to pour a bit of the king in a minute and see how it tastes.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's darker or not. Sometimes you've got different lights, so it's hard to tell.
Yes, always. Oh, go on, let's try that. Always top drawer. You've got your wheat and your smell. You've got your banana, but it's not too prominent, is it? It's malty and it's balanced.
You're right. that maltiness is like a biscuity malt, and it's balanced out. And there's a little bit of fruit there, a little bit of spice
It's
there.
like toffee.
And
Caramel.
caramel, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Caramel toffee. I don't know. They're not giving us any hints on the back here.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that caramel kind of sweetness to it.
It's got that real. It's one of them that's, you would have seen, it's got that vibe about it, but that's really not
no, it's not appropriate.
quite appropriate nowadays, is it? Due to one thing and another. Oh, look at that.
Oh wow, yeah, the sediments. There is a lot of sediment going down in
Look
there.
at that. I love it. This is why I can't get why people would ever want
The filtered versions.
the crystal
crystals,
versions.
yeah.
I don't get that. I'm missing something there because the whole point, I absolutely buzz off. Or sometimes I sit here on my own and there's little bits, and I
And
watch
you
them
just watch them, yeah.
going around the drink like little. I'm not saying the word I said before
No.
because she took the
yeah.
mick out of me for ages. Do you remember what I called them?
I do indeed.
I thought you'd remember. You always remember when I do a bodge, don't you? I can't find
Yeah,
it.
that really is lovely.
I can't find a thing for that, which is weird.
What are you looking for?
I'm sitting why that's not plugged in.
Oh, I don't know.
It makes no sense because all the plugs are in. And it's like, that's in there, the light's in there, the charger's in there, and it's like, no, it's one of them days, isn't it?
I think this drink's going to be well needed after the review, isn't it?
Yeah. But that is absolutely top drawer. As I say, I do still prefer the tap one, I think, but I don't know. It's been a while now. But this, when you're picking this up in a supermarket, you're not going to pick up that much better, are you?
No. And they're reasonably priced, aren't they?
Yeah, £2. You get Paulina at £2. You get Frankie if you get a deal for £6, like you do Erdinger, but skip the Erdinger.
This is really smooth. It is so smooth. You've got some fruity flavours there. You've got a little bit of clove there. It's a great drink. It really is a very refreshing drink.
It's all round winner, isn't it?
Mm.
And it really is. You can't say, oh yeah, that's all right, that's not bad. I've just plugged back of this plug strong and say.
I think he's lost his marbles.
I've not lost my marbles.
So we go call the men with the white jackets. What's he doing? You're in the middle of doing a review.
Because
sort it out afterwards.
because there's a plug that disappeared and it shouldn't have done. Oh God, what was that? Just flashed them on and off, didn't it? Oh, my head, people, I swear. There's something going on, freaking me out the back here. Oh, wow. Seriously.
We've managed to plug the machine in. God knows what you knocked out while he was in the process of doing that.
But the machine was plugged in, and then it weren't. And there's 4 things plugged in, right? I know exactly what's plugged in, and yet I had to take the charger out to put the machine back on. But the machine was on earlier. How could the machine get turned off? Who came behind it and took the plug off and put the other one in?
Well, the dog's been so naughty today, I wouldn't be surprised if it was in.
I can assure you that German Shepherd might be quite bright, but he hasn't unplugged one device and plugged in another device. Why would he know to charge the light thing?
Oh. As drinks go, this is very, very, very palatable.
Yeah, it's what I wanted to do, this is the whole point, was pour, and it's a clean glass here, just to see, in comparison, with a little bit of the old King.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to have the depth of Royal.
Well, I think it has in a different type of way.
Oh,
Look
at
at
that
that, for
colour.
how similar.
Yeah, the colour is very similar.
I knew it, it's like,
Let's see if I can get those both up to the camera.
it's so close, isn't it?
If you look at the colour of those, and I'll do it that way so you can see that the light's affecting it on this side, but the colour of them is just so similar.
And it has, the thing is with this Schneider's, and I'm saying I prefer tap 1. As I'm drinking this, I'm thinking, I think this is more malty.
Yeah, it smells more malty.
Maybe a little bit more depth to it. But I mean, look at the colours. You can see there's not a lot in there, is there?
Visually, they look very similar. Let me see. I'm picking up a little bit something more herbal from the Royal, from what I know from this one.
It's really, there is differences. The King's got a little bit more depth to it,
Yeah.
and it is more malty, and it's definitely more deeper, isn't it? But
That's a little bit more of a herby taste to it to me.
when you're doing them one at a time, you can tell, but it's not that easy. It's because we've drunk so much of that, we're going to know that. There's not that much in it. That's perhaps a little bit more fruity.
Yeah, I think it's what the Schneider Weisse is a little bit more sweeter.
Yeah, it's more fruity, whereas that's more malty, and it's not being sweet malt. So something about,
Yeah, I'm picking up more herb kind of taste from this.
there's something about the Royal, but there's a taste with the Royal, it's hard to follow, hence why so many of us have all brought it and get addicted to it and everything. I feel that when you're drinking the Royal after the Schneider, it's easy, but when you're switching the other way, you kind of know. But when you're drinking the Schneider without the Royal, the Schneider's absolutely top drawer.
This is very good, and it is a very similar style drink.
A lot more closer.
A
than
lot
what I thought.
closer than what you think.
I just wanted to put that out and think, well, hold on a minute, try it. That's why I couldn't work out how my machine got unplugged. It was plugged in there. It's driving me nuts. It was. But that,
I thought you'd lost your marbles. I wondered what you was doing.
well, after the
there.
dog earlier, that's just got that richer. Not so much. Just the malts are more.
There's
full on.
something herby that I'm picking up there. It's almost, I think it's more clove. I think that's what I'm picking up on. And this one's a little bit sweeter.
There's not a lot in it. Not that much. Not as much as you'd think.
No.
That's a lot
Yeah,
closer.
there's more sort of sweet malts to this.
Yeah. Whereas so that's more in depth.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you
Definitely.
what, they're not that far apart.
No, they are not.
As I
They're
say.
a lot more similar than what I thought.
The King is the King, so don't get me wrong. Don't take this review the wrong way if any of you sit through all this, because the King is the King, and the King's not being dismounted. Not never. That's not up for negotiation. That's not nothing. But I'll tell you what, this is a top beer. It wasn't about the King. I just brought that into the
Because you
equation.
wanted to see for your own reference, didn't you?
Oh yeah, because I do it on here, and I won't delete the video. So if I get it wrong, I've got it wrong, and so on. And it's part of the fun. It makes it more interesting and that. But I'll tell you what, that's a cracker. That's a definite yes.
Yeah, it's a definite yes for me, and a good
And
strong
I've really-
8.5 I'm going to give that.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I really do think I've underestimated this drink, and I really do. I said it about Vitas
Yep.
earlier. I've had this so many times, and it's just passed me by sometimes. The moment and that. As I say, we've never reviewed it, and we've been drinking it for long before we did
Yeah.
YouTube, here and there. Hence having 2 or 3 glasses of this, haven't we?
Definitely.
I did think I preferred Tap Run. I only recently said in the Keg Exchange beer group, the Keg Exchange backup beer group, that I preferred Tap 1, but I'll tell you what, that takes some beating for the depth. Tap 1's more lighter. I think Tap 1 comes in at about 4.9. This is 5.4, didn't I say? Yeah. And I'll tell you what, that's a beauty. I'm in fact going to go on a 9 out of 10.
Oh, there we go.
I'm really getting into it. Yeah, it's not going to beat the King, but it's not that far away. Anyway, I'm
Good
sure.
endorsement of that one then.
Yep. Don't worry, Schneider. Can you send a cheque?
You
Oh,
should
no.
be so lucky.
They don't have cheques anymore, do they? It's me age showing. Right. No. Have you seen my PayPal account, Schneider? Right. No. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you got this far, feel free, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and bonjour.
See you next time.